Hey, 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 welcome back to Alex's World. As always, I really do appreciate that you guys are supporting me, making this my full-time job, and help me continue working in my pajamas. No, this video is not sponsored by, shitty lunch ramen. But anyway, today's story is quite a sad one. I'm going to be honest here. Okay, so today's story is quite a sad one. I'm going to be honest here. It's probably going to be the saddest story that I've covered on here on the channel so far. And it's kind of hard to imagine something like this happening. In order for this to happen, as a parent, you must have failed in pretty much just every department. Whether it be basic blocks like your child has to understand that every decision that they make in their life has some sort of consequence, to just you know checking on your kid every once in a while. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, at this point, I do hope that they are just trolling at this point, and the parents were able to just get their money back. But seeing all the posts, the groups that were involved in all this, I would say it's very highly unlikely. I mean, this would have been just one of the dumbest trolls out there, because there's no really, no passionate fire or hatred towards a group. It's just not, there's no bait. It's just a sad story. Anyway, I think that most people check their bank accounts at least once a day, to at least admire what they have, or frantically panic what you don't have. So anyway, the article states a teenager Fortnite fan allegedly spent almost $20,000 in Twitch donations, bits, and subscribers last month without his parents knowing. The mother, who prefers to remain anonymous to protect the identity of her son, told Dot Esports that her teenager child charged $19,870.94 to a debit card between June 14th and June 30th. After several attempts at getting the money back, she turned to Reddit for advice and its quote unquote wealth of collective knowledge. Now, I don't quite understand why you would bring Reddit into this, but the one thing that kind of upsets me is she told Dot Esports what's going on. So why not just keep it under the rug? You know what I mean? Just talk with your child. It should be just a private family issue. But she wanted to bring the internet into this, and then it's anyway. So first things first. Why would you bring Reddit into all this? There are a lot of smart people on there, but I really wouldn't trust the public, especially the internet, with the safety of my entire savings just being wiped out by my own child. I'd be knocking on every door of every manager that I could possibly talk to and picking their brains instead, and putting every piece of the puzzle in my head and just putting it all on paper to figure out what you could possibly do to attack this chaotic monster that just came into your house, right? Can you imagine just one morning waking up, seeing the sunlight outside, and then you just check your bank account, and then you're used to seeing 20 grand in the bank account, and all of a sudden there's a big fat zero, and you're alarmed. You look at your bank transactions, and for 17 days straight, all you see is Twitch donations and subs and whatever else the kid bought. Can you imagine just going up to your kid who wanted to just see Pokimane accidentally drop a pencil or something and pick it up, and then decide to donate hundreds? Like, what? Can you imagine just liking the video for the YouTube algorithm? What the mother needs to do is have those emails or text messages sent to her phone with notifications that every single time something's purchased with this card, that she's notified of it. I have it on my phone. I don't know about you guys. And she needs to have her cards, locked up in a safe, and then have a safe around that safe. The way that my bank account works is, if you use up everything in the checkings account, the bank will notify you that you're in the negative, or you're getting close to it, whatever the threshold you put. And you have your savings account, which requires you to manually put money from the savings account to the checking account in order to suffice any kind of negatives in your account. Otherwise, you get a what are those things called? Those $34 charges, right? And it doesn't really come straight from your savings account automatically, right? So she would have had to check her checking account. maybe she doesn't use it because I don't know why you would not use a savings account. It's just it's perfect, right? So anyway, she figured out what happened in the last day of June means that she probably doesn't pay any bills between the 15th and 30th because you would want to know at least if any of the bills came out, right? And the mother was probably checking her rent to see if she had enough, and she discovered that she just didn't have any money in her account at that point. So, you know, I don't blame her 100%. I blame her about 90. Maybe her bank needs to put some sort of alert system, some sort of fraud alert. Um, they know that she wouldn't just spend her life savings in a matter of 2 weeks on Twitch. It's not like she's buying a house or putting a down payment for a car or buying a boat. Anyway, oh goody, there's more. So there's a post saying that she says those donations went to popular streamers like, I'm going to pronounce some of these wrong, Tfue, Gorb, ewokttv, as well as Atlanta Falcons quarterback Benkert and Mayors Leonard. She also quotes, "When I saw the bank balances were almost gone, my lips started to tingle. I had to put my head down so I wouldn't pass out. I cried at first. I didn't believe he could have done this. I can't believe he hasn't subbed to the channel yet. If I did this to my mother, I'd probably be banned for life from the family. Followed up with a 1-2 from every wrestler in the state. My mother would immediately turn into a Super Saiyan, and her hair would turn gold, and she would beat me like Team Rocket blasting off again." The bank stated that they would not interfere unless she charges her son with fraud. You know, Same thing happened to me. When I was small story, real quick. This kind of thing happened to me where it was a $30 transaction, was refunded. The woman at a 5-star hotel had a terrible service. I didn't tip her. You know, Most people don't tip when they feel that they've been wronged. She sucked, and I'm not going to go into the details on what exactly happened, but she decided to pull a quickie and put a little 3 next to the $0 when I tipped her. Right? I pressed charges. I got my money back, and the whole hotel transaction was actually refunded because of that incident. I don't think they could have taken away the $30 just solely. It has to be either the whole transaction or not, and unfortunately, I'm going to get my money back, so I decided to do that. Anyway, the mother requested, Twitch and Amazon to respond. Twitch hasn't responded in 2 weeks. Amazon told her to go talk to Twitch. She sent a registered email to Twitch CEO Emmett Shear and Amazon's legal team, but hasn't heard from them yet. And she reached out to 5 of the streamers about getting the money back. So far, only Benkert and Leonard have responded, according to the parent. And just reading that just sounds like they didn't return the money back. Probably all the streamers were just like, sorry, deuces, see ya, adios, later, have a great time. I just kind of want to know what the hell her kid is going through right now. Like, counseling, no internet till he pays her back. I have no idea, but that's just crazy. Anyway, enough of my rant. This is Alex spending $20,000 on subscribing to the video. Bye.
team's turret has been destroyed. destroyed.